in the kitchen doing some prep for the week because this is going to be a very busy week with Christmas coming up, and I just want to be cooking as little as possible because I'm going to be doing a lot of baking. So something easy that I can get a lot done and just pop in the oven, enchiladas. And so I thought, since I like to pretty much turn anything into an enchilada, I thought this time I want to do cheeseburger enchiladas. How good does that sound, right? As per usual, I am not really going off of a recipe. This is kind of my thing. I just kind of eyeball it. But pretty much what I stick to is a pound of beef, and then you can put in as little or as much of the toppings as you want. And also, of course, this is your cheeseburger enchilada. Whatever you want on your cheeseburgers, you can do. This is just what I do. I will put everything that I'm using down below in the description, and so that can be something that you can work off of. I've got my oven preheating to 375 Fahrenheit. I've got everything meased out. Just come on down, I'll show you what you're gonna need. Here is pretty much everything. I am going to start with the onions. I have a sweet onion here, just diced up pretty small, and I have about a pound of ground beef. The onions are gonna go in the pan first, and then I'm gonna cook the beef off. When that's pretty much all done, I'm going to add a little bit of cream cheese just to kind of get it nice and creamy and very kind of sloppy Joe consistency. Nice and sloppy. And then I'm gonna pull everything off, and then comes kind of assembly. I've got my fajita size tortillas here. These are just flour tortillas. Use corn if you want to. And then I have some shredded lettuce. Of course, I think, in my opinion, there's nothing better than a slice of good old American cheese on your burger. So got that. Lots and lots of pickles. Lots. Sesame seeds, and I've got my burger sauce here that I'm going to be using. I did a video on this stuff on how to make it. I'll be sure to link that down below in the description. And then I just whipped up a quick sauce here, equal parts of butter and flour, and I did about 2 cups of chicken stock, and I added some yellow mustard in here and some celery seed just to kind of give it that burger taste. Now that you've seen everything, I think that we should be good to go to the stove. It's burger time over here. So now we can start to assemble. 9 by 13 baking dish here. Got my filling. I've got all of my little accoutrements, and we can get started. First in here, I'm gonna put some of my sauce. Tortilla. First goes my burger sauce. Then some American cheese. And my burger filling that I made. Of course, I'm sure I'm going to overstuff this as per usual, but that's okay. Pickles, some of my shredded lettuce. Is that everything? I think so. This is going to be a mess. Carefully as you can, just kind of roll it up. Pretty loose, but that's okay. Seam side is going down in the pan. There you go. Now, let's just do this thing. I can always fit 10 enchiladas in my 9x13, so I've got my 10 here. Some of these were a little full, but that's okay. We like a big boy. I actually had almost the perfect amount of filling. Like, that never happens. This will be a snack for later. Just want to kiss the top of these with a little more of that sauce. I'm gonna put some sesame seeds on the top here so they toast up a little bit. Wait, this needs cheese. Got some Monterey Jack here. Another perfect burger cheese. Some salt and pepper on top here. Gonna put some foil on top of this and pop it in my 375 oven for like 20 minutes or so. Just enough to make sure everything is bubbling in there. Everything is cooked, so you're fine, but I want to make sure I can see some bubbles happening here. That means everything is just like perfection. I want that cheese to melt in there. I want this cheese to melt. And then I'll pull the foil off and I'll probably broil this on high for a minute or so. But if you put it on broil, you best be watching because it's gonna burn. Oh, of course this weighs about 20 pounds, but that's okay. You know it's delicious. This thing is bubbling and beautiful and brown. All the bees. So this was in my oven for 30 minutes. I ended up cooking it 20 minutes at 375, and then I bumped the temperature up to 400 for the last 10 minutes because it just wasn't having the progress that I wanted. So then I just took the foil off and threw it on a broil for maybe 3 to 4 minutes. And we've got this sight before you. So now to finish it off, I just want to kind of garnish it with some things that are in here just so you know what you're eating. Some of my chopped lettuce, some of my onions that I took out before I put the beef in. Of course, pickles. Lots of green, makes you feel a little healthy, right? And a few of my leftover tomatoes, give it a little color. I'm gonna top it off with some sesame seeds. It's a burger without that sesame seed bun. I mean, if you put this on the table in front of me, I would say that I might fall in love with you. Just saying. This smells just like a cheeseburger. It looks beautiful. I bet it tastes beautiful. Cannot wait to dig into this. Have a closer look while it's all finished, right? Ooh, she's pretty. Got my spatula. Gonna try not to butcher one of these too badly. All right, baby, come to mama. It's not the prettiest, but we're all about personality in this house. It is such a mess, but it is a beautiful mess. That is so good. It tastes just like a cheeseburger. That American cheese in there was a good call. The lettuce is still crunchy in there. The pickles are great. The beef, this tastes so good. And that burger sauce, Lord, it's so easy. It's a fun little twist on a burger and an enchilada. Took like no time at all to throw this stuff together too. This is great for make ahead. Now I feel much more comfortable about going into this next week. I don't have to make any sort of dinner. I have enough. You gotta make this and enjoy.